Before we get started with this episode, I just wanted to point out that my friend Luna, aka Zion T Gaming, has now added some social media links, so please make sure that you go and follow her on YouTube as well as these various social media links, and let's show her some support. Thanks. So something you may have noticed is that we actually have no more of the Final Fantasy XIV Moon theme being played. That music is now gone, and all we can hear is just the ambient sounds that are around here. So as you may have noticed, neither of these three have our next quest. That honor goes to Vitra. So, of course, he's with Ajdaya now, so let's go ahead, as soon as we have the opportunity, to speak with Vitra to take on the next quest, entitled Reunited at Last. Vitra is overjoyed to have been reunited with his sister. And with good reason. I mean, who wouldn't want this? And to think that in patch 6.1 this is something that he didn't want. But a lot of time has happened, a lot of time has happened since then. And even though Ajdai has been reduced to Midgard Somir's size. Yeah, find a little spot to take a rest on your brother's head.
Words cannot well express my relief that we could rescue my sister. Nor my gratitude to all of you. What of him, Golbears?
Yeah, you won't have to worry about him anymore.
He felt it would be inappropriate for him to be present at your reunion with Ajdaya, and chose to remain down in the chasm. If you wish to hear an apology, however, I should be glad to drag him here.
Nay, that shall not be necessary. By his deeds hath he demonstrated his contrition.
And so now that we have that resolved.
What will you do now?
Yeah, what will you do now, Zero? I mean, you saved the day and all.
I've learned much, journeying together with you. Experienced things I could never have experienced alone. Together with Golbez, I hope to do the same as we labor to restore the 13th.
Then I suppose it's farewell for now.
Yeah, I guess she's not coming back with us.
Be sure to share with Golbez what you've learned of the Source and its reflections, as well as the true nature of light and dark. He is as resourceful as he is determined, and will surely make the very most of the insights.
Indeed. Once we've gained a better understanding of the situation, I hope we can rely on your counsel.
Possible future quest in the expansion that's to come?
But of course, I too shall continue probing new possibilities, the better to be of aid when the time comes. Ah, speaking of which...
Yeah, speaking of which... What are you about to do now?
From ocean rise and cloud bank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Yeah, we've been here before. Is she really gonna try this again?
Come forth, my servant.
Yeah, she had to hide it behind her back the whole time. Yeah, would it actually be something useful this time? No, it's just another Nixie. I guess she hasn't passed that part yet. Unless you made some sort of modification to it.
I revised the incantation, which is not to say you know how it went before.
So what can it do now?
Are we clear?
Yeah. I don't know why we had this moment. But yeah, you better have done something good.
Nidana provided me with spare warding scales, which apparently provide greater protection than before.
So that means you're sending the Nixie into the void again?
This should keep the familiar safe. So long as you give the Nixie ether from time to time, it will persist and serve as a beacon for us to find you.
So yeah, you get a pet now, Zero.
Already we find ourselves with a new ally. Thank you.
And meanwhile...
When you have the chance, please thank everyone for me. Those in Razatan, Garlemald, Sharlayan.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
And on the moon.
That's a lot of ground to cover, but we can do it.
A lengthy list.
Yeah. I got your back. Oh, and you have something...
A gift for Reen. In return for the light she helped me harness. It's the Memoria holding Zeromus.
Is it a good idea to give it to us? What if she drops
used to augment darkness in the first, it may help to create balance between our worlds.
An excellent idea. Similarly,
Well, if you say so.
Why not entrust the Archfiend's Memoria to Zero?
In that case, I shall pass them on to Golbez, to inspire and admonish him in equal measure.
Alright. I feel both honored and frightened that I'm receiving this. Yeah, I guess we're making the exchange. And so now... I'll see you again, right? Or the 13th is good in good hands. Or, if you've completed all of the Warring Triad and all of the Cardinal Virtues, you should know about Unocal High and Silva.
What? There are others from our world who seek to restore it.
That's right. They're both on the first, but they're trying to do the same thing you are.
Then please tell them this. Though we are worlds apart, in our shared objective, we walk as one.
We'll do what we can. Yeah, I do believe that a handshake is in order. From the Warrior of Lights to you, Zero.
Sad though it is to say farewell, 'tis past time we returned home.
Agreed.
Pray, climb upon my back.
And so now that we're all on board, the Vitra Express is pulling out of the station. Good luck, Zero. And away we go.
Till we meet again.
Yeah, I can't help but have a smile on my face. Back to home sweet home.
No matter where we are, or how much time passes, our bond will endure. This I believe.
Well, now you have a whole lot of work ahead of you. But I know you're up for it. that who I think it is? Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, Vitra's not on solid ground, he's just floating above the Zodiac crater for some reason. Alright, let's go ahead and reunite with everyone. Starting with the Loporits, as well as Orianger.
Oh, welcome back, everyone. While you were away, a rent in the fabric of reality suddenly appeared. Through it, we could observe you locked in furious battle with Zeromus. By the time it closed up, we had seen your victory. Well done, by the way. But we still couldn't breathe easy until we knew for certain you were safe and sound. And here you are, thank heavens. Dare I hope Ashdaya is safe too, and Zero? In a word, yes. Though we cannot return Ashdaya to her original form, Vitra granted her a new vessel using one of his eyes. Her circumstances are unique, but nevertheless gives me hope that there may be a way to save other for its sins. As for Zero, she has chosen to remain in her world and do what she can to restore it. Ah, so the light of hope shines again amidst the darkness.
Indeed it does.
Hers is an admirable dream, and I pray that she hops and skips away to making it reality. Perhaps our research into environments capable of supporting life would be of use on the 13th.
Maybe.
Oh, now there's a thought! A day may come when the people of the Source and the 13th work hand in hand. In anticipation of this, we must accumulate even more useful technology.
Where are you gonna get it, though?
And I must inform Jemmingway as well. I spy an opportunity for the last dregs to expand into the void.
A line which you would never get if you had not done the Omicron tribe quests.
Ah, but don't let us detain you with our cavalcade of brilliant ideas. We'll see that the gate is closed and the seal deactivated, so go home and get some rest. That includes you, Orianger.
Yeah, we haven't spoke with you in a while. As thou dost command, pray convey our gratitude to the Watcher for his timely assistance.
'Twould seem Vitra is preparing to depart. Come, let us descend to the Tower of Babel.
Upon arriving in Garlemald, 'twould be meet to inform Julius of our mission's outcome. Let us seek him out in Tertium. Alright. So I'll leave you three to head off to the transporter. Because obviously Vitra can't get you back to your world with the lack of oxygen in it, so let's go back to Garlemald. So upon returning to Garlemald and now out of battle armor, let's go ahead and speak with Julius. As the rest of the crew arrives.
Oh, it's you again. Is
Yep.
everything alright?
It is now. So let's tell you what all went down. As well as to the twins, who also happen to be here. Because of course they've been here for some time. And so after talking about it at length...
So you were able to rescue Ashdaya. Thank the 12.
Well, to some extent we did.
Channeling light from the first was rather ingenious. It may fall short of cross-rift travel, but it's still an impressive achievement in my book.
You're too kind. Suffice it to say, though, that I don't intend to rest on these laurels. There's always more to be done.
Yep.
Zero stayed in the void, did she? Well, if I had known it would come to that, I would have said a proper farewell.
And she's got too much to do. But hey, it was nice that you thought of her. Yeah, she took your words to heart and she sends her thanks.
Really? I don't remember saying anything profound.
Well, usually things we say probably don't get remembered all that much, but this is Zero we're talking about.
Still, I'm glad that she got something out of her time here. As the days roll on, things will change for the both of us. But some things will remain as they are. As far as I'm concerned, Zero will always be a friend and comrade. And I will never forget her.
Good to hear. Yeah, I'd say we were
If she's
successful
working
on that.
tirelessly to restore the 13th, it wouldn't do to be outdone here. When next Zero visits, we must see to it that you have a shiny new Garlemald to show her.
Yeah, can we do that in the next expansion, please?
Indeed. And speaking of rebuilding, there's a matter I'd like to discuss with you and Alphino.
Yeah, and they're like, what?
Word has spread of our dealings with Razat Han, and people are excited by the prospect of standing on our own 2 feet again. Naturally, it won't be straightforward. It never is. But on the whole, I have a good feeling about things.
In other words, it may be time for us to limit our involvement. That Garleans might take the lead. I can see the sense in that.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Oh, then what did you mean? Yeah, meanwhile, a whole bunch of Guardians just happen to be eavesdropping. Yeah, they heard the whole thing.
Seeing as things are going well, we want you to take a rest. A proper rest. That's what I wanted to say on everyone's behalf.
Yeah, your services are no longer needed.
You've done so much for us already. Toiled beside us in the cold for far longer than anyone could ask. You've earned a reprieve 100 times over. So go on. Step away from here and head wherever you like. But if it were me, I'd choose somewhere warm.
Not for purposes of invasion, right? Yeah, it seems that the twins have finally won the Guardians over.
I was thinking of taking a break anyway.
Oh?
Far be it from us to go against such a heartfelt request. Though I would be lying were I to say matters here wouldn't weigh on our minds.
We could take a leaf out of Zero's book and roam about for a while. Maybe visit nations who share little history with Garlemald. Look for opportunities to foster future relations. We might learn something of recent foreign affairs that has escaped our notice.
As an independent party, we would be well suited to the task. An excellent idea, Alice.
Well, that hardly sounds like a rest at all.
To us, it is the best kind of rest. Stimulating and meaningful.
If it's settled, then let's return to Sharlayan and consider our options. What about the rest of you? Do you have any plans?
Well, what about me?
We're indebted to Lord Fortuneau and his colleagues for their cooperation. 'Twould be meet to report on the outcome of our mission.
Yeah, I guess that would be a good idea. To which the others didn't agree.
Then it
The others
seems we
men.
are all bound for Sharlayan. Upon arriving, let us seek out Atheles at the Rostra and have her notify Father.
Yeah, time to wave goodbye. And time for, well, most of them to head home. Alright, so let's make our way back over to Sharlayan. And so having returned to Sharlayan now, let's go ahead, even though it's the middle of the night. Let's get Atheles to make things happen.
Wait, aren't you the Sons of the Seventh Dawn? Or rather, were. I understand you've disbanded?
Yeah, technically.
An audience with Lord Fortuno?
At this time of hour?
You're in luck. The form is just this moment adjourned, and he is still inside the Skark.
Must make burn the candle at both ends tonight.
Please wait here while I inform them of your presence.
And so, sometime later... It must have been a long night of official duties. Apologies to have kept you. I trust you won't object if Skarlock Monteshan also attends. No, I don't object at all. My incorrigible children, were you not assisting with Garlemald's reconstruction? Our hosts were most insistent that we take a rest, so here we are. But more importantly, Rika has news that she would share with you. Yeah, I've saved you all again! Yeah, you've been saved not once but twice by me. So the threat has passed. These are glad tidings indeed.
Harnessing light from the first. A technological triumph that could have ended in catastrophic failure.
You're just that kind of guy, aren't you, Fortuno?
But let us not dwell on hypotheticals. No. Like the ether from the Isle of Ham, you employed the light for peaceful, albeit unanticipated purposes.
Knowledge exists to serve the greater good, as my father was fond of saying. I am inclined to agree, in this instance. It has been established that world-ending crises and their reflections are connected to calamities in the souls. As such, the strides you made in understanding the nature of and effecting a change in a reflection may one day prove vital for mankind's preservation. The Forum will be eager to review your accounts thoroughly, for every drop of water serves to swell the great river of knowledge. Indeed it does. And these people are all a part of it. Might we prevail upon you to prepare a comprehensive report, Y'shtola, on the subjects of the Void and Crossrift travel both?
It would be my pleasure.
Yeah, that's quite an honor and quite the undertaking.
We will share these tidings with those who aided you. Kukol Dankol not least of all. Now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. I should be glad to speak with you both later.
Yeah, after you've gone to bed and gotten some much needed rest. Yeah, all this forum work has you guys working late hours. And so with that, we'll accept 3,176 skill for completing this quest. So, now let's turn things over to Y'shtola, and in so doing take on the final quest of the main story for patch 6.5, entitled Growing Lights. Y'shtola has the look of a woman satisfied with her work. And I think that goes for everyone here.
With that, our obligations here are concluded.
Just as we get Link Pearl message.
Oh, Nidhana, what news from Thavnir? They've returned then? Wonderful. Rest assured all is well with us too. Is that so? We would be honored, of course. I shall relay this to the others. A great feast will be held in Razad-Han to celebrate Ajdaya's homecoming. We've all been invited.
Well, we know what happened the last time we were all invited to a great feast.
I'm afraid my sister and I must decline. We've only just returned home, so to leave again so soon would be inconsiderate to our parents.
Sad face. Gentlemen? With regrets, I too must excuse myself from attendance. A prior commitment requireth that I remain in Sharlayan for a time. Let not all absence deter you, however. Pray enjoy yourselves to the fullest. I've no plans in particular, so you can count me in. I may as well visit the Radiant Host when I'm there. Well, at least one of us is going.
How about you, Rika?
Yeah, far be it from me to turn down free food, but yeah, we have other priorities before we can go to Razat Han.
Ah, of course, the Memoria Crystal. 'Twould be remiss of us not to deliver it promptly to our friends.
And make sure to put a fragile stamp on it.
Also, if they are to transfer light and dark between worlds, they will need command over the Crystal Tower. In which case, I shall give you my spirit vessel to take again. When you arrive at the Crystarium, the sentry at the tower should be able to round up everyone for you.
Jeez, you really hold that thing too close to your chest there, Ishtola.
Once you've seen to matters there, come and join us at Megaduta. Give everyone our regards, you hear?
You got it. And so everyone goes their separate ways. And so must I. Let's head back to the Crystarium. So as the rain falls here in the Crystarium, let's go ahead and speak with the Gatekeep.
Welcome back, madam. Mistress Reen is still in the Ocular. Will you be joining her?
Yes, we will.
Very good. If you would care to head inside, I shall send for Captain Nina and Backlog at once.
And so upon our arrival, let's tell the ladies what happened.
Ah, yes. The king has already shared what they glimpsed in the source. The day is won, and the danger past.
Who's the king? Oh, the king
Hearing
is in...
the tidings lifted a great weight from my shoulders. Never before had I taken on such a monumental request.
Yeah, Beck is referring to Feo Uul.
Small though it was, we are glad to have played a role in saving the Exarch's home. And yours. Furthermore, the endeavor served to reaffirm the bond between the peoples of Norvrant. Nurturing this bond, we will strive to be an example for the world Zero aspires to restore.
Yeah, good to know that we're making a difference. But yeah, a parting gift. You might need this.
Is that a Memoria crystal?
Yep.
I can feel it. The tremendous darkness within.
Whatever you do, don't break it.
Using darkness from the void to restore balance to this world. If such a thing could be done! Well, well. Though night has returned to our world, darkness cannot arise of its own accord, much less in abundance.
Oh? Even though the sun can set and rise?
If it could be brought here, in like manner to how we channeled light to the void, it may well be possible to restore the empty in its entirety.
Well, that would be cool. Green? Think you're up to the task? And Nina, make sure you watch over her, just in case things go awry.
Do you still have that spirit vessel with you? If so, I beg you loan it to me for a time. I would use it to investigate a way to have the tower receive rather than send energy.
Okay, yeah, I guess we could do that. I'm sure Ishtola wouldn't mind. Yeah, we'll agree to that. Here you go.
Thank you. I shall commence my work at once, in concert with Unu Kalhai, and rigorously explore the possibility.
Yeah, obviously 9 we wouldn't get if we hadn't completed both the Warring Triad and the Cardinal Virtues.
I too need to explore new possibilities for my powers. My recent experience at Nabatha Reng has taught me that. To that end, I will set aside botany for a time, and focus instead on myself.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll trust the Bond needs good people.
Zero is out there, doing her utmost to restore her own world. It inspires me to redouble my efforts.
Make me proud.
There you are.
What? Like, even Gaia is here
waited
now?
and waited, but you never came. What have you been doing here?
Oh, sorry to have kept you waiting.
Gaia!
Oh,
Hello. We've never met before.
do I know you?
No, you don't actually. Don't tell me you lost your memory again. Yeah, I wish there was a third option because, of course, we know how I've been doing the canon for this, but yeah, on Shinji's behalf, we promised to go for coffee biscuits, remember?
Ugh. I never agreed to anything of the sort.
Oh. Yeah. You
Besides,
have never met
coffee
her
biscuits
before.
are old news. I'd rather try something else.
Oh? Trying to expand your palate?
I thought you liked them too. Well, no matter. The second serving has something for every taste. So let's just go.
Yeah, that's a good idea, I think.
Enough about that. What were you talking about?
Well, let me tell you.
Harnessing darkness from the void. Now there's an idea. Of course, if you're dealing with darkness, Marine alone won't cut it.
Yeah, you'll make sure to have her back.
Next time, call on me as well, alright?
Well, you're a hard lady to track down, but sure. And so, gotta continue by speaking with Lena.
It was a mighty struggle, but I had faith that you would be victorious in the end. And I doubt not that the people of Novrant will cheer when they learn that the Warrior of Darkness has managed to save her home. I know you are a busy woman, so don't let us keep you. Rest assured that we will continue the work we've begun.
Yep, good luck to all of you. So, let's make our way back over to Razahan and make our way to Megaduta. So, we have made it back. Let's go ahead and speak with this guy.
Mistress Sasaki, you honor us with your presence. Though I am but a humble servant, I offer you my heartfelt thanks for rescuing the Satrap's beloved sister. But without further ado, the great feast to celebrate this joyous occasion is about to begin. The venue is Maraid's Mehane, and you are guest of honor.
As in the guest of honor. Yeah, not just a guest of honor, but the guest of honor. So, sometime later at the Mahane, we see myself, we saw Nidhana. The dancers are celebrating the victory too. And I don't know who these two people are, but I'm chilling out with them. And they're asking for more alcohol. Bring them the finest. And we got the map man and his con artist friend, who's sitting with the Stenian. Oh, and there's the sister that was mentioned before. Yeah, and he's like, care to share? And Stenian's like, sure. Meanwhile, with Nidhana and Ashtola.
It cannot be.
Oh, Nabdeen, the leader of the Radiant Host, what's wrong with you? Why are you sad? We should be happy.
Oh, Vashan, my darling little brother. To think that I will never see you again.
You know he's Vitra, right?
The way you carry on, anyone would think he was actually your brother. Save your tears now. His Excellency still has one of his eyes. And he has made it clear he intends to continue using his vessel. You'll see Varshan again. Never fear.
Truly? But Will it be the little one?
Hopefully, I guess.
Personally, I prefer the adult vessel. It guts a gallant figure and has superior functionality besides.
And he's like, I'm offended.
I don't care about such things.
Yikes.
My little brother is little and adorable.
Yikes. Borderline
Sisters,
obsessive?
Give me strength.
It's a fun thing being so loved.
Yeah, who knew Nabdeen cared that much about an inanimate object? Meanwhile, yeah, I think these two have had it. Don't worry, we'll keep it on the down low. Alright. Yeah, no point in talking with those two anymore. It's not like I even knew who they were or had anything to say to them. So let's just enjoy the night sky.
Revelry, have you?
Oh, hey, mon frere.
So, what's next for our hero?
Actually, I have no idea. Yeah, what do I do now that I've
No need
saved
to
two
decide just
worlds?
yet. You'll recall our escapades in the Void began with a treasure map I paid entirely too much gil for.
And as it turns out, though, it turned out to be quite the bargain.
You can't force an adventure. It'll happen when it happens. And you'll know when the time is right. Till then, it's good to lend an ear to others and their tales. And speaking of others...
Hi, Stola.
Discussing each other's plans, are we?
Or lack thereof.
Alas, I have nothing exciting to share. I foresee an extended confinement in my Sharlayan chambers, compiling my theories on cross-rift travel. My research may be classified, prohibited by the powers that be.
Given the circumstances, that's understandable. Yeah, it's going in the secret
But so
vault.
long as a bond exists between people, ever shall our worlds be connected. As it stands, a means to travel to the first is within reach, and I would be satisfied even should my research not exist in an official capacity.
Yeah, the two
What of
Mikote
you,
ladies are just
Estinian?
enjoying it.
Have you any plans?
It's like, yeah, this is between two girls.
He never was one to stay put for long.
Nope.
Though I've no doubt he will make himself known when needed.
And maybe sooner rather than later. Meanwhile, outside, Vitra just enjoying the night sky. Now that Azhdaya is with him at long last. Whoa. Calling out to the heavens. Can you do that to Azhdaya? The answer is yes. Did we just hear a response? I think we actually did. Yeah, was that Midgard somewhere out there acknowledging the return of Azhdaya 2? So the next day, it's now raining. Let's go and speak with the Stola.
'Twas a lively feast, was it not? And it impressed upon me once more how dear Vitra is to his people. Well, as much as I should like to linger, 'tis past time I took my leave. If you mean to depart as well, I suggest you call on Vitra before settling out. And before I forget, thank you for everything we've learned and for everything we accomplished. I couldn't be more grateful. Till next time, take care.
Until next time, there, Stola. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and conclude the quest and this quest line. So we know these steps are slick with rain. Let's get to Little Varshan. Yeah. Now, Dean, your dreams come true. And even Ajdaya is here.
Rika, I hope you enjoyed the festivities. To be able to celebrate Ajdaya's return with everyone was moving beyond words.
Glad we could help.
Lest you wonder, I've chosen to use this vessel for now. The better to escort my sister about Razatan. This leaves my true form without an eye.
Hopefully that doesn't become a detriment later.
But I do not anticipate having need of it in the immediate future. Long have I dreamed of showing Ajdaya my beautiful city, a glittering jewel born of unity, and I shall relish every moment of it. Now then, I believe both Ishtula and Estinian have embarked on their respective journeys, but of you yourself, business elsewhere. If not, you are welcome to remain here as long as you like. Should aught of our port arise, we will inform you, but until such a day arrives, I bid you take your ease.
Thank you, Varshan. And so, for completing the last quest of patch 6.5, we'll accept 5,000 gil. And leave these two to have a true experience of a reunion. Meanwhile, in Old Charlian, yeah, missing amidst all this has been
Everything appears to
Kryl.
be in order.
Yeah, Kryl has been missing amidst all this.
Oh, finished at last.
It's like you've been doing this all on your own.
So
Where's Raha?
time-consuming. How nice would it be to have a mammoth to handle such tasks?
Yeah, I guess you need to either build one or borrow one. Meanwhile,
Then, let's have a look at you. Quite old, this letter. We'll need to store it carefully.
do you know what's inside though? Apparently not. Have you not noticed this letter, Kryl? Or have you been with us in Mordona all this time, and it got to you while you were there?
Addressed to grandfather. And come all the way from Tuliolal. From a Gulu... someone.
Gulu.
Oh, the ink's too faded. Hardly anything is legible.
Can't you be able to tell the ink marks if you flip the page over?
Come on, give me something.
Because yeah, when you're writing with a pen, you can sometimes see the grooves where the ink was written.
Golden City in Tural.
Golden City? Is it El Dorado?
How odd. No one ever mentioned such a commission, nor have I seen any records.
Really? So it just came out of thin air or something?
Something else in here.
Geez, you have been missing a lot while you were gone in Mordona. A clover earring?
An unusual earring. How does it relate to the petition, I wonder?
It's the luck of the Irish, my lass.
Oh, did you go there, grandfather? To the Golden City in Tural?
Yeah, we've never actually seen his face before. So suffice it to say, we have a lot to think about for Kryl. Meanwhile, as Thalia continues to empty his jug, a port is awaiting the arrival of a ship. So who's on board? Yeah, turns out it's Erinville. Hello again.
Back again already, after making a show of leaving.
Yeah, you're always getting sent back here. And who might you be?
Well, this is it. Charlian, quite a far cry from Tuliolal, yes?
Oh, you brought a friend. Whose face we can't see yet.
Come, let's go and find your candidate. Our adventurer friend.
Candidate? I'm not interested in politics, thanks. The responsibility of the Warrior of Light is to remain a neutral party. Well, one of the responsibilities. Let moonlit kiss this darkened shore as seaward drifts our gaze once more. And so in doing that, we also get the achievement for others to follow. And speaking of which, I don't know if I actually got this with, actually no, I haven't done that yet. But what I can say is that, I do need to get myself a new umbrella. Now, for Rika, of course, we got to give her a pretty pink polka dots umbrella. Perfect to keep her dry when it matters the most, which is certainly now. So, we have now reached the point where we now have to wait until the new year for the remainder of the main story of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker to conclude. Of course, there is still other things to do, not the least of which includes the conclusion of the 24-player raid. So there is still a lot to do within Endwalker. Plus, on top of that, there's also the matter of me trying to make up for lost time on something. That is in regards to the Island Sanctuary. I did basically tease it quite a while ago, but I've never done anything with it with Rika. But I have been leveling it as much as I can with Mathia and Corinne, and they are all currently on their way to maxing out their respective sanctuaries. So since I will have plenty of time to do so, and since I don't have to be left in limbo waiting for more expansions to come, I will be eventually getting that with Rika 2 once I've gotten the 24-player raid for Endwalker concluded. Once that's happened, I'll be able to do some videos on the Island Sanctuary so you can see everything that there is about it, because now I have an objective in store. If you count all of the Let's Play episodes that I've been doing to this point, from the start of Reborn back in 2014 to now, I'm actually coming up on a very unlikely milestone. And that milestone is 1,000 total Let's Play episodes of Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That is quite the milestone. The last time we had a milestone this significant was at 500 during patch 4.4 of Stormblood, which is of course iconic for Ishtola referring to Magni as Little Sun. So, that means that if things work out, it might not, but if it does, I might be able to end my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play on 1,000 episodes. And if it does happen, I'll make sure that all of you can enjoy it and share it, because very few Let's Players on YouTube ever see a milestone like this. And it would certainly be an honor to share that milestone with all of you. So let's make it happen and let's make that dream come true. But first things first, the last of the 24-player raids of Endwalker await, which means that 3 more members of the 12 still have to be defeated. And we'll do that when I join you again next time. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. And I'll see you back here next time as we get the start of the final leg of the Myths of the Realm raids underway. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.